Assalamualaikum to General Manager of AMS Companies, Mr. Muhammad Jazlan bin Ahmad Hairi. Today my team and I will present our community of project proposal, and the program that we will do is food aid to villager affected by the pandemic COVID-19. First of all, I introduce myself. My name is Naya Shakira binti Awang Janudin and my matric number 69473. In this program, I am as a head of the Food Quality Division. But now I will explain the background and statement of need in this community of project proposal. Pandemic COVID-19 is disease that appeared in 2019, and this disease was spread to all countries including Malaysia. In Malaysia, on May 30, 2021, new cases COVID-19 continuously increased to 6,999 cases. Every day, the total of the new cases will change. Either it will increase or it will decrease of cases. The states that very affected by this pandemic COVID-19 is Selangor, Johor, Terengganu, Kelantan, and Sarawak. The new cases in these 5 states increasing rapidly and continuously. Sarawak among the states that most affected by COVID-19, and this is because of the higher of population in one district. In this program, we are focused on the community that affected by COVID-19 in 2 villages in Serian, Sarawak, which is Kampung Rimbapadi and Kampung Panco, Serian. Our target community are senior citizen, single mother, head of family with health problem, have disabled person in a family, and lastly, the family with more dependents. Next, we move to statement of need. This program will help those in the informal sector, such as in small business or trader at the market. The number of target community are 200 families in Kampung Rimbapadi and Kampung Panco Serian. The purpose of this program is implemented to reduce of the low-income families. We will provide food aid such as rice, sugar, flour, bread, eggs, and Milo. Also, we will provide a box of face masks and a bottle of hand sanitizer. This program budget are more than 5,000 ringgit Malaysia, including the food aid cost, the face mask cost, the hand sanitizer cost, and the transportation cost. Last but not least, the activity that we will do is represent the slideshow about how to wear the face mask and hand sanitizer properly in the villages hall. That's all for my part. Next, I will pass to the next presenter, Norafida Asmah binti Dami.
Thank you, Ms. Dayang. So, my name is Norafida Asma binti Dami as treasurer of the AMS team. So, for my part, I will discuss about goal and objective of the proposal. We create 2 goals for this proposal. For goal number 1 is to hold a slideshow of how to wear mask and sanitizer properly. Because we know not everyone know how to wear the mask properly, and now government asks us to wear double mask if we want to go everywhere for safety. The objective of goal number 1 has 2 objectives. One is to ensure that all villagers get what they learn. The activity will be observed by 10 facilitators, and objective number 2 is to hold screenings of 4 hours or until the program is over. Okay, let's talk about goal number 2, which is to alleviate the burden of the villages affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. This goal is about many of people in 2 villages got affected after pandemic COVID-19, come like their source of income is affected. So the objective of goal is to help the villages with an estimated 200 family who will be able to be helped. Objective number 2 is to approximate budget for a family for 50 to 70 ringgit with the help of the company sponsorship and also raise funds from sale of jersey shirt. And the last objective is to hold a sale of jersey shirts with company staff and facilitator in order to raise fund with a profit of 5 per shirt. With all from me, I will pass discussion for next presenter. For my second part, I will discuss about the project of AMS Food Aid, hashtag Food Aid to villages affected by the pandemic COVID-19. The summary of the program is Food Aid program was organized to alleviate the burden of the villages in Syrian Sarawak as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The food aid given is a basic necessity which is very helpful to some extent to be able to cover the necessities of those who are affected and limited to go out and buy outside as a result of the movement control order by the Prime Minister. The program lasted for 2 days in the hall and only representative of the house took to avoid any cognition when doing food distribution. Proper use of mask and sanitizer will be done through a slideshow installed through a projector and to understand how to use properly. The location to be carried out is in the village of Serian where the village of Rimbapadi Serian and Pengko Serian. The real reason of choosing the area is because it's focused more on the highly affected group than the COVID-19 pandemic. Other than that, the area is low daily income, so they desperately need help that is able to ease their burden. The target community are 200 families in Kampung Rimbapadi and Kampung Pengke, which is there are who have a disabled person in a family, heads of families with health problem, a senior citizen, single mom, low income and family who have many dependents. So the target community occupation only as a farmer having the small business, hawker and the other occupation that have low income. The target community estimate income is less than 2,000 and their age range around 4 to 80 years old. The program will take place for 2 days on the village from 3 July until 4 July 2021. MS Group of Company will collaborate with two important partners of this program, which are the Sarawak Pay and Ion Mall Kuching. The Sarawak Pay will give aid money to ensure the success of the delivery of food aid activity, while Ion Mall Kuching will provide basic necessities such as sugar and aid to reduce the cost of food is doling out aid spending. Staff volunteer or facilitator will be required to buy jersey that will be worn throughout the activity carried out. The profit of each shirt with 5 ringgit will be donated to food aid expenses. Okay, let's talk about SWOT analysis with strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. For strength, we have a well-organized plan for the success of food aid handover activities and we are young community who can work well and enjoy with community. This is the first program our activities our company organized. After that, the opportunities we are able to come face to face with the villages in Syrian Sarawak and give a little help which to some extent could help ease their burden of the effect of the pandemic. And for threat, we fear the villages do not cooperate in physical incorporation and the allotted time properly exceed the time set according to the detentive program. Last part, I want to talk about promotional prints. We plan to create the poster and banner because it will be provided with the information about program, such as date, time, venue, and contact. The poster provided should be effective and easy to understand. That's all from me. I will pass to next presenter. Thank you.
Next, the operational cost budget for our community project. As you can see, the first description of the item is materials. We are providing 8 types of materials, which are mask, sanitizer, rice, sugar, eggs, flour, Milo, and biscuits. Our target group of family is 100 group, and each group of family we are providing 2 sets of materials. That's why the total unit is 200. So the total cost per unit is 90 ringgit and 90 cent. So the total cost for 200 unit is 18,038 ringgit. Next, our budget for logistics, which are to 3 venues, to Kampung Nimbapadi Silian, to Kampung Pancho Silian, and to shopping complexes. Each venue costs 200 ringgit, so the total cost for our logistics are 600 ringgit. Next, for the fees and rental, as you can see, rental for hall for the distribution of food aid is free, so there's no expenses for this. Next, the rental for lorry to bring food aid is 200 ringgit, and bus to bring staff volunteers also 200 ringgit. So the total cost for fees and rental is 400 ringgit. Our budget for publicity, we are providing 2 banners and each banner costs 50 ringgit. So the total cost for 2 banners is 100 ringgit. For the refreshment, we are providing drinks and snacks for 9 volunteer staff or facilitator, and we are providing 5 sets of drink and snacks, which is cost 10 ringgit per unit, and the total cost for refreshment is 50 ringgit. Lastly, for token of appreciation, we are providing 12 certificate for 10 facilitators and 2 collaborators. Each certificate is cost 5 ringgit, so the total cost for token of appreciation is 60 ringgit. Overall, the total for our budget is 19,698 ringgit.
Good morning to Sir Jaslan. My name is Indiana Bai. My metric number is 74099. So for this program, we came up with 4 anticipated outcome. So the first anticipated outcome is healthiness of community will be more guaranteed. Through this program, Kampung Rimba, Padi and Kampung Pancho Serian's community will know what is exactly the new norm, which is the proper way to use mask and the benefit to use hand sanitizer. So the second point is increase awareness about healthiness. During this pandemic, health and hygiene is the first thing that we need to concern and take very serious action. The community was exposed about COVID-19 and how to avoid getting infected by the virus through this program. So the third point is burden of living community will be diminished. As we know, during this pandemic, a lot of people not acceptable, and also this community in these 2 villages also lost their job for their income also decreased. This situation this situation forced them to cut some of their expenditure to make sure they can survive more longer. So the last point is building respect and a good reputation. Relationship between customer and member of group and member of company will gain the development by company future development. So that's all from me. I want to pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Okay, the last part I will present the last part. My name is Nur Akila Binda Bernasdi 67085. We will present a therapy program which starts at 9 a.m. and ends at 2 p.m. As you can see in the slide, it's an activity that we will do throughout the given food aid. So the activity beside providing food aid, we also organize activity to install the slideshow during the given food aid to awareness about wearing mask and sanitizer correctly. Next, this is a poster that was one way to invite people to attend when given food aid, complete with the date, place, and number if there is a problem. So, in conclusion, the program is organized to alleviate the burden and